Hey guys, it's Mahel here, and today I'm going to be taking you through my guide on how to get verified on Twitter. This is a question that I get asked about a lot. I get DMs, people telling me in text, people coming up to me in person. How do you get verified on Twitter? Oh, how are you verified on Twitter? I want to be verified on Twitter. Well, there is some set of requirements that you need to fulfill in order to become verified. I'm sorry guys, not everyone can become verified. I know the form is out there open to the public right now. Well, actually right now it's closed, but there is a form that the public can access. Twitter changed their rules about a year ago, but that doesn't mean that everyone can get verified. It's just the way it is. And for this video, I'm going to explain why I'm referring to this. I've got my Astral Authority hoodie. I'm no longer with Astral Authority. Thank you for the good nearly 2 years, but that's on my Twitter. You can go there to see what happened. We left on good terms, but I just wanted to change, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video. The reason I'm referring to Astral is not to plug some shitty merch. It's relevant to this video, and it actually forms the basis on how I got verified. So before actually taking you through the guides and the bullet points on how to get verified, I'm going to take you through how I got verified, because I don't want to give you some list that you can just find on an article on Cosmopolitan or something like that. I'm going to give you my guide on what I did to get verified on Twitter. Like I said before, the form is currently closed, but when it opens again, you can follow the steps that I took, and maybe you can get verified too. Number one. So I used to be at Astral Authority, which is a esports organization based in North America, and it competes on a worldwide basis. It's competed at the Madison Square Garden before with Dota 2, and that is huge. If you don't know what a Madison Square Garden is, then wow, just Google it and you'll be quite amazed. Type in Madison Square Garden Dota 2 and you'll be amazed at that. Heroes of Storm, popular game. Smite on a global basis. The team went to Valencia last year. They've been to Atlanta multiple times, and the organization's just been mapped out on a global basis. I'm in the UK, so it's not literally just American people in that organization. It really does show that the organization is global, and that is something you kind of need to prove. You need to prove that if you're working for someone, that they are noteworthy either on a regional basis. So for example, I'm from Kent, and a journalist from Kent Messenger, which is basically the newspaper for the county, they may be able to get verified. Or for example, if you're working for a huge PR firm such as Edelman, which works on a global basis, you may be able to get verified. Or if you're a YouTuber, because you may be watching this video because you're a YouTuber and you want to get verified, you need to be recognized. It's really like, I'd say over 500,000 subscribers, or have multiple news articles on you. But getting verified as a YouTuber is very hard, and if I didn't have Astral Authority, I probably wouldn't be verified. I only got verified because I was a general manager at the organization. I didn't get verified as a YouTuber, an Instagrammer, an influencer, whatever you want to call it. I only got verified because of what my profession was at the time. So I just explained to you what Astral Authority is. You will need to explain that in the form, where you have, I believe, 500 characters. But before I get into that, make sure your profile is complete. Bio, location, date of birth, header, profile picture. Make sure it's all consistent. So for example, you don't want a header of Neymar and then a profile picture of a Lamborghini. You want it to really reflect you or who you work for. So with me, I had a picture of me as the profile picture, and as the banner, I had a Astral Authority graphic that really showed that I was part of Astral Authority. It's consistent with their branding. And my Twitter, I changed the email from my personal one to what my Astral one was at the time, because obviously that shows that you are genuine and you are actually part of who you say you are part of. If you're a YouTuber, invest in a website. It only costs like £4 a month for a domain. Literally all you need is a domain and an email address. So for example, let's say you were Twitch streamer Pink Sparkles. You can literally have, for example, hello@pinksparkles.com. That's all you need, and then link your Twitter to that email. And then on the website section, make sure to have your website, or for me, what I did was I linked the Astral management page, because obviously that shows that I'm part of Astral Authority if I'm on their official website. I had the @Astral Authority in my bio, because obviously when they go on your Twitter and they go through your Twitter, it makes it easier for them to see. They can literally just click on that link and think, oh, this is credible. And Astral Authority is also verified, so that helped. Although it's not necessary. There are people who are verified themselves, but their business isn't. Followers do not matter. Yes, I do have over 35,000 followers, but even if I had 10 followers, I would have got verified. Followers do not matter when you are getting verified. Even if Astral Authority had like 100 followers, as long as I was able to prove that they are a worldwide organization competing at the highest level. That is actually something I said. So if you're an esports organization, if your organization does compete at highest level, then make sure you say that. Don't lie. Astral did actually compete at the highest level of Smite esports, so I was able to say that. And then I also in my bio had previously at Red Reserve, because I used to be a manager there for 5 months as well. So it was showing my work experience, it showed who I am, and everything was clear. So in the text I just wrote what Astral Authority is, what I do for them, and then in the links I included a few of my own links, Astral management page, and then a news article where Astral is in the news. And that was basically it. I think I applied for verification about 5-6 times, but then on the 5th time when I actually did all these steps, that's when I got accepted. I weren't doing these steps before, and I actually had to scan my ID before. I just took a picture with my iPhone and uploaded it. That didn't work. When I actually scanned it, it also worked. So make sure you scan your ID. It doesn't have to be a passport. A driver's license can also work. But that's what I did to get verified. Now I'm going to take you through the generic steps on how you can get verified on Twitter. So I have a list in front of me. So followers don't matter. I've said that before. Have a fully complete profile. I've also said that. Link different social profiles and websites together. So what I mean by this is, for example, let's say you're a YouTuber. In your Twitter bio, you might have your website. On your website, you might have a landing page which links back to your Twitter, and then also maybe links back to your YouTube and your Instagram. If you click on your Instagram, it should have a link to your Twitter and your website and your Instagram. If you go into Instagram, it should have a link to either your website or your Twitter. Everything needs to link together. There needs to be a trail of links. So if you go on one thing, you can go onto another, and you can go back to the first thing. It all just needs to piece together. That way Twitter knows who you are, and obviously they can prove your authenticity and your credibility. That brings me on to my next thing. Have a reason to be verified. So simply because you want it, that won't get you it. Even if you were the most famous person, if you just keep asking for it, as in you tweet them saying verify me, that won't work, and I'm gonna get into that afterwards. So journalist, musician, sports player, just a PR professional, work professional, anything like that, anything which proves that you are worthy to be verified, that will higher chances. It's not guaranteed. There are big people who aren't verified. There are even big people who have been stripped of their verification because of the way they tweet. Brings me on to my next thing. Control the way you tweet. So I don't mean obsessively control and be really PC. What I mean is don't, obviously, for example, I think Tommy Robinson was one. He's seen as very controversial and a fascist. Yes, a fascist, and also maybe racist, and racially aggressive towards Muslims and other people. For that reason, I believe that first he was stripped of his verification. I think he got suspended as well. So make sure you do follow the rules. You need to follow the rules to get verified. Tommy Robinson is really big. Everyone in England knows who he is, and yet he got stripped of his verification. So it doesn't matter your size. You need to still follow Twitter rules, otherwise you won't get it. As I said before, make sure to include links to prove your credibility. Again, the more you have to prove you're worthy of Twitter verification, the better. Keep trying, so if you don't get it first time, then apply again, I think you have to wait 30 days, but sometimes it's good to take a break. When I got verified, I took a 2-month break from applying, and then I applied, and then it worked. I actually also did sit down and feel, why am I not getting verified? What's not working? And that's when I decided to take my own steps, and it worked. I've been verified for over a year now. I got verified in April of 2017. I remember I was about to go out to London, and then I got a notification on my phone. I was on my phone and it said @verified is now following you, or @verified followed you back, and I screamed. I mean, it's not supposed to be an accomplishment, and that's what I'm going to get onto next, but at the same time it's just cool to have a little blue tick next to your name. As for example, if I got an Instagram, then that's my life would be complete. But Instagram is a whole new level of difficulty. Remember how I said don't act as if it's a trophy, and don't act as if it's an accomplishment? Well, you may be familiar with someone called Nuda. If you're not, he has, I think, over 300,000 followers on Twitter, 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. That is very big reach, but is he verified? No, I think he's even blacklisted from being verified, because he keeps tweeting them, verify me, when will Twitter verify me, when will Twitter love me? If you ask for it, you are not going to get it. And you might be thinking, well, filling out a form is asking for it. Not in the same way as tweeting Twitter. When you are applying for something, think about it. You're applying for a job, you're tweeting the potential employer, give me the job. They need to review you. You don't tell them, give me it. Like, you're making a demand rather than potentially applying and then giving them the choice. Twitter needs to look at you after applying and think, is he worth it? Or she even? Or are they not worthy? If you're instantly right off the bat tweeting them saying, oh, verify me, you're just saying to them, well, if the person is having to beg for it, they're not worthy of verification. I know people in the past, in like 20-10 days, have made social media campaigns to get verified. It's 2018, guys and girls. It doesn't work anymore. You just have to fill out a form and be patient, or if you have a Twitter contact, or if you have a publicist who has a Twitter contact, then those are the only ways you can get verified. Don't tweet at Twitter. Don't keep tweeting, want to be verified, because when I was tweeting to, I want to be verified, or submitting my verification request, did I get accepted? No. When I stopped, did I get accepted? Yes. And basically, that is it for the video. That is my guide on how you can get verified. I'm sorry if it still seems a bit generic, and if it still seems as one of those articles you can just find on the internet, but I've explained to you how I actually got verified. No crap and no plug-in rubbish merch in the first 40 seconds of the video like I've seen from other people. But that is actually how I got verified, and how you can potentially get verified. And well, if you, like I said, if you're just someone who's just sitting at home playing Fortnite all day and you have no credibility, well, you're not going to get verified. But if you actually have some credibility, or if you want to get some credibility, go and work for it, and then try again. And that is basically it for the video. If you did enjoy the video, then make sure to leave a like, comment below, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, that's @MihailX, and yes, it is verified, so make sure to check that out. If you DM me, if you tweet me, tell me how to get verified, I probably won't respond. If you ask kindly, I may help you. Or if you even just comment below, I'll actually respond to comments. But I don't really like people who just straight up say, how do you get verified? Like, the first thing they say to me. So please don't do that. In the comments of the video, it's fine, but don't just follow me with the intention of asking how to get verified, because that's quite rude. I'm not going to be a complete dick about it, but it is quite rude. And also, let me know if you didn't like the video, because obviously it's different to the revision videos that I've been doing recently. My next goal is Instagram verification, but obviously I'm not going to beg Instagram for it. If I do get verified on Instagram, definitely expect a video on that. There are too many articles on generic ways to get verified. You can't request verification at this moment. Only high profile people can get it. But you can pay Instagram employees to get it. No, we want to know how to actually get it. There are actually ways, there's forms and whatnot, but they don't cover that. Only Forbes have covered that recently. But if I do get verified on Instagram, make sure, then you will definitely see a video on that. That is my next project. But this has been Mihail, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.